Well, hello all my friends from the Midwest Center and Stress Tube. This is Steve Ferris coming to you from a very cold Northeast Ohio where there's a lot of snow on the ground and I'm fighting a cold, so excuse my voice. But I was checking out at the grocery store and I saw a magazine. Many of us see these magazines when we're shopping. This happens to be Men's Health. I don't know if you can see the guy on the cover, but he's fit, he's trim, he's muscular, he's something I'll never be, regardless of my hopes and aspirations. But women also see these magazines as they check out. But you know, this magazine has a lot of good information inside of it. It talks about fitness, it talks about working out, it has great recipes for maintaining your health, and it talks about things that you need to work out, you know, the correct form, the correct equipment and clothing that you need. And I was thinking, I could read this magazine from cover to cover. I could memorize every single article within this magazine, and if I don't do anything, I will never look like this. Now I know that I'm not going to ever have this guy's body because I have diabetes and I have thyroid issues. But what am I getting at? I'm getting at, if you want to create a change, you have to motivate yourself to create that change. Some of you are reading books on anxiety and depression, and some of you are studying the Midwest Center program, and that is fantastic. You're planting seeds inside your brain on how to change the way that you think. However, if you don't take that first step, if you don't create initiative within yourself, things are not going to change. You know, I could go to the gym and I could get on the machines and I could lift the weights, and on day one, when I come home, there is no way I'll look like him. The same is true with day two. I'm going to be extremely sore. I'm going to be worn out. I'm going to be frustrated. It's going to be awkward to me. I'll probably make an idiot of myself at the gym because I'll be working out with people who are more comfortable with their surrounding. And it's new to me. And it may take several weeks before I start noticing slight incremental changes. And it's probably going to be months or even years before I'm solid in my form. And the same is true with anxiety and depression. To get solid in your emotional form, it's going to take practice. It's going to take opportunities. It's going to take you challenges. It's going to take you facing your fear and deciding to create momentum. I know it's easier said than done. I remember watching Lucinda's CD about taking steps, getting out, taking small baby steps. And I remember the drugstore. I decided to go into a drugstore, and I had agoraphobia. And I walked in, and I tell you, the store was actually spinning. I thought I was going to fall into the displays and knock things over. But the great thing about it is, despite my discomfort, despite the horrendous anxiety that I had, I did something. I created actions. I made myself at least comfortable in knowing that I could drive to the store and walk in. Okay, so it only lasted 5 minutes, if that. But I did something. I read something on the Stress Center board, I think it was either earlier this week or late last week, about someone who decided to go into a Walmart. And it's like going to the gym the first time for that workout. Oh, it's tough. He felt out of place. He felt awkward. He was apprehensive. It was a challenge. But he made it through. And although he didn't reach his ultimate goal, he came out saying, I made steps in the right direction. I'm moving forward. And that's the challenge for all of us. We create these self-imposed limitations. I remember when I was at my worst, I would pray to God and say, God, why are you doing this to me? I have followed you. I read your scripture. I believe in your being. I believe in your word. Why are you doing this to me? I deserve better. And now in retrospect, as I look back, God must have been smiling or laughing at me saying, Steve, you have limited yourself. I have provided you with a world that you can enjoy. I've provided you with family and friends to support you. I provided you with doctors that can help you. Now it's time that you make the first steps. You create those doors of opportunity. You open up the doors of opportunity and you walk into the life that you want. I know it is very, very hard, but you can read all the books. You can have all the therapy that you want, and until you do something about it, until you take those first steps, you're stuck. You know, I'm reading a book right now. I'm in a book club, and I'm reading the book The Alchemist, and it has nothing to do with anxiety or depression, but it has an interesting quote in the book, and it says, the secret is here in the present. If you pay attention to the present, you can improve upon it. And if you improve on the present, what comes later will be better. And in essence, what that is saying to us is, why worry about the future? Why worry about things that may or may not come true? So today, my wish for you today is take a baby step. Remember, you can't change what you're going through and what you're feeling until you take that first step. So take care, everybody. God bless. And I hope this message comes to you in the manner that it was sent. Take care. Bye-bye.